Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You are here at the correct time. It is going to be ECS Season 6. We've got 2 maps to go. We apologize for the delay. Unfortunately, Complexity were playing in another league, online, another area. It's all finished now, though. I believe Complexity won. And they were playing against a new MV lineup. They managed to smash them 16-5. James, you've lit something up.
I have.
Oh, you've put the battery in?
Okay. So, let me see. So, different modes. All right, different modes. I've got them now. So these are all the different things we can do. Look, all these colors. Look at the pretty colors. You could toggle them somehow. What's going on here?
James, don't you want to use this?
Okay, so Snipe Rider. So you can make it go faster. You can make it go in reverse. You can change the different colors by pressing E and R. So that's why these keyboards are gangster. Okay, I just keep it on this cool blue for my other key set. I put the ice cream key set on here for now. But to show you all the different things, look, you can just make it like spaz out, go crazy. I'm going for the funky. Yeah, because, well, let me see. I'm going for some nice colors, fading through quickly for my ice cream. And I've swapped out, I've got my Scrabble set now on what used to be the ice cream one. I've got Tiny Two's burger on there. But I don't know which one I'm going to keep it on in the short term.
There's so many keys to keep up with. There's no fidget spinner, though.
But I feel like I've taken it off for the time being.
Okay.
Where's that key gone?
You're missing a key on that one as well.
I feel like there was just a key on here and that's fallen off somewhere on the floor with all the other stuff.
Oh, it's a shotgun one that's there.
Oh, yeah, the shotgun keycap. Yeah, it's down there. Okay, so, yeah, that's what's going on. So, boom, look at the pretty colors. Woo!
Look at it shine. Well, there we go.
It does toggle free. You can do the show if you want to. I mean, it's up to you. You're the host.
No, it's fine. I think this is more entertaining than us rambling about Counter-Strike. It's going to happen anyway, whether we talk about it or not.
Underglow. This is what I'm talking about, Underglow.
Yeah, I see
cool.
now.
I like
so
that.
it can't light up all the way. It's just a ring around the edge.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool, though.
To the bottom of the case, yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Counter-Strike, what's going on, Henry? Come on, focus, Henry.
Oh, yeah, me. Cloud9, Complexity are going to be playing Mirage. Complexity are back from Kiev. Cloud9 are looking better. They've got Flusher in their midst now, looking like they could be deadly. Golden in the fray. Let's talk about Golden for a second. It's a conversation we normally agree on, which is quite rare, I'd imagine. So it's going to be Golden leading the way. Hi, it's me and the keyboard. It's keyboard Henry Cam.
Go on, sorry.
What was I saying? Let's talk about Golden. He came over from Fnatic. Obviously, he won in their first big trophy. I won't say he did, but he was the in-game leader. They found their first big trophy in 2018. That was Katowice, one of the hottest tournaments on the entire circuit. They win that in amazing style, a best of 5, train, 1v5 clutches and all sorts. That was Flusher. Now both of them have left, Golden and Flusher, in the most confusing transfer of all time. They go over to North America now to play with Cloud9. So Golden, he's been a great fragger for them. He looks like he's kind of slowly but surely getting the team together. What is it about Golden you like, James? What are the qualities
what is it about
have?
Golden? Okay, so Golden, I mean, it's early days, and obviously we don't know him personally, so it's hard to say in terms of in-game leading. When he was on Fnatic, they said that what they liked about him was that he was similar to Pronax in a sense that he would construct a similar round, and then the mid-round, the late round would be varied. So you'd never quite know what they were up to until sometimes it was too late. Can we just admire? This is the whole reason I built this, is because the color changes with all the different colors of the ice creams on top of this camera over here, on top of my thing.
So it goes like a circuit of all the colors that are along the top.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
It's amazing, yeah.
We can talk keyboards all the time, I don't care.
So the in-game leading from Golden in that respect was cool, as said the members of Fnatic at the time. And of course he's quite a fragger as well. Normally the in-game leaders are coming up short, but I don't really think there's any slack. In the same sense that Glaive is a mad fragger for Astralis, I think Golden can be for his teams as well.
Well, let's not forget also where he came from, because he came into Fnatic Academy, and he wasn't really an in-game leader. So to get to that point, you have to be obviously able to hold your own from an individual skill capacity, especially in Sweden, where that is very highly regarded.
Yeah.
So,
Dan, what do you think about the argument of people make that when they say in-game leaders, they're not going to get as many frags? It's to be expected. I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't think there's much weight to it. But it just feels like you're not cut out.
You used to be an in-game leader, right?
Yeah, and I just feel like it's one of those things. If you are going to be an in-game leader, you're just not cut out for it. If you can't do both, that just suggests you're not cut out for the role. You find there's too much pressure and you can't do both. That does mean, sure, you might understand what the right calls are, and you should maybe be helping out with the calling and like giving us some ideas during game leader, but the guy who can hold his own and not complain about it, and oh, I'm leading, so obviously I'm not going to get any frags. It's kind of compromise. It's compromising your play. You shouldn't be doing it. That's
I think people like in the past drew too much. They drew the conclusions like via causation as opposed to just like actually thinking about it more, because obviously back then it's kind of, that was sort of the trend. It's very, very rare to have. I mean, maybe Fallen was really the first like crazy fragger who was also an in-game leader, but obviously that really just speaks to the kind of system and structures you want to create in the team, and how you can make like all 5 players like create an environment where they can all perform very, very well individually, because you have to have that. I mean, why not? Like, why should that not be the case? And we're seeing that these days it is the case, and that's what's really making it extra hard to step up to that, top echelon, the top 4, top 5 teams.
Yes.
You need an in-game leader that can frag. We saw it today with Snappy,
I was about to say Snappy would be a good example of that, right? He can frag. He's never come out and said that he doesn't want to be doing both. It's the players that sometimes can really revel in that fact, because you can almost base the team around your play style. It's the way you want to play the game and the positions you like to hold. Like more often than not, the in-game leaders, when they're doing a fake, for example, they'll put themselves in a position where they're the ones faking. Let's say Carrigan does this a lot on Cash, for example, when he's playing a phase. He'll be in towards Squeaky Door while his teammates are ready to go towards B. The reason he does that is because he'll have more of an objective look at what's going on in the rotation, instead of having to have some input lag and maybe his teammate delivering information and him having to decide. He hears a footstep or a reload or something, some sort of rotation. He could go, that's it, now you commit. And that's what you want your in-game leader on that side, so he can actually give you that quick call without doubting himself and knowing the information. And that's why I love doing it, because you can actually control the game and have your playstyle implemented. Anyway, here we go, Cloud9 and Complexity. And that was a chat about Golden. He's a very good player. Watch out for him. He'll be challenged right now in the connector. He'll get the first, but not the second. It's Rush, though. He'll maintain the man advantage for Cloud9. And it's all over the A-bomb side for Complexity.
Yes, it's going to be a retake, 4 versus 3, not too bad here for Cloud9, and that's made slightly easier by Skadoodle. We really have to revel in Skadoodle because we are not going to see him very much more. He's going to play out the seasons and
until they pick up someone to replace him,
and then he'll be gone. And I think that's so sad. I mean, everyone does, right? So preaching to the choir.
I don't think it's. I mean, obviously, we will miss him because he's awesome, but at the same time, he has struggled to change his playstyle. They've tried to put him out of his comfort zone, but I mean, long term, I think it's clear that it hasn't necessarily worked. So maybe taking some time away, I don't know, maybe he'll come back a new man with a different approach, ready to kind of be more proactive or something. But at this point, it's everything's staying the same. So perhaps it will be beneficial to him to go fishing for a while.
Bit of fishing.
On the subject of in-game leaders, we haven't even spoken about Stanislaw just yet. He has changed the promise of Complexity, put them back in the major, amongst other things. Not single-handedly, of course. It takes a team around him, but
they are legends.
He's an accomplished in-game leader. I think it's undeniable at this point.
Stan the man. Rush should be able to confirm the round at this point. 5 versus 3. They haven't forced ports. Just Glocks, grenades. Golden waiting for his chance to finish his kill off. He'll do so in perfect style. And it's going to be Flash out to get the penultimate frag. And now Stan makes his way through. We'll see whether he'll get anything done. But presumably it ends like this. 2-0, and the guns being drawn next. He's got a healthy $4,000 on the Complexity side. So the problem occurs now for Cloud9. Do they go aggressive? They try and get that first frag towards A ramp or top or middle, underpass perhaps with these SMGs. They need to really get a frag in their favor before they can even think about winning the round. They need to win a duel somewhere. Can't really sit back and hope to work out. But you do have the AWP. Maybe that'll find the early frag, and the work will be complete early on. Just like that, there was a chance, but he gets dinked and has to fall back. Makes the round a little bit more challenging now.
Very lucky to get away with that one. His bell rung by one of 5 AKs, and he's still here. Monsieur Jackson, first man to get a P1 visa in Counter-Strike at the very least in North America.
There's only one man on B. There's only one man on that entire side of the map for Cloud9.
Scar. Is he just playing the remainder of the season?
Until they find a
sort something out.
replacement.
That's it. Yeah. Oh, they've even like tweeted out saying, if you're interested in playing for us, please apply here. So they really haven't got anywhere close to finishing the process yet. That could take a while.
Yeah.
I'll send an email.
Hi. Jay Bardolph here.
It's Bardolph. You knew this was coming.
Let's
Let's make history together.
Ooh, yay. Not a bad shot at all. Golden, though, can shut this down. Remember, it's an incredibly difficult round for the CTs. Came into this with 2 MP9s. They do have the AWP, though, and Golden, that's not bad. He denies the bomb and gives them a fighting chance here. Without that, they probably were going to lose this round flat out, but now there's a chance.
Timely flashbang allows Ye, a hero of the major, popular man Ye, up there Dozier these days, trying to hold his angle towards CT. Spots a jumping player, Flusher, but he wins the duel with the UMP, does Flusher. Shazam by the Tetris position. Can he put the pieces together to win this round?
It's not looking too bad just yet. They do have kits, and both players by the pit position now just stand left. He'll be spraying on through, but he's going to miss. He's got to get the block out, and it's just not going to do enough, it seems. And the defuse comes in, Flusher with that one. Very, very big pickup for Cloud9.
That's huge. That's pretty crazy they win the round, actually. UMP, 2 MP9s, a single M4, and a full defuse in the 1 versus 1, but you can see how comfortable it was. Stan expended almost all of his bullets, taking down the 2 players before, and had to pull out the Glock. And in his smoke, even though he was quite low HP, this really wasn't ideal. He had, actually 0 bullets left, so there was no chance of him denying that. Automatic, if you're not aware, now the full-time AWP up for Cloud9. A little bit strange, all things considered, but maybe they knew this change was coming. Skadoodle wanted to step down, and they're trying to prepare Automatic. He seems prepared as he gets the first 2 kills. This is a buy as well for Complexity. Cloud9 running away with it.
That smoke landed pretty well for him. They didn't realize there was a gap, what had happened, until it cost them 40% of their squad. Off angles being held. Oh, Automatic. Well, you can't be seen from that particular angle, but there was a slight gap that Ye is holding. Def is taken out as well, trying to make a play, trying to make up for the shortcomings in this round after the players are lost in mid, but it won't be. Now that's the bomb spotted and swatted, leaving Ye, who was in the palace. Doesn't mean he's still there, but not much we can expect him to do at this point. 1 versus 5. Waiting for an overextension, but there's little reason to search here for Cloud9. Skadoodle's gone deep in the palace. Oh,
wow.
Hello, Monsieur Rush.
Wow, that was cool, wasn't it?
Nice.
So precise in the spam as well. There's nothing but headshots. Ding, 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 ding.
Amazing.
Well, this was pretty lackluster from Complexity. There's heads up challenging that with AKs. I guess they weren't anticipating the fact that he would have the counter incendiary down. They thought it'd be clear, but you've got to be aware of that these days. Almost every team's doing that. Automatic might deploy it again, but no such incendiary thrown. His vision will be taken away now. Fires off the shot. We'll have to reposition. This is a partial buy from Complexity due to the fact they get maximum loss bonus next round, but they won't be getting close to winning it, as Golden will find the first 2. Lovely stuff.
You know, it's funny. I was thinking recently we were talking about. I think we had a lot of like nostalgia moments, and I think was it you, Henry, that said you really hate when people say try hards?
When?
Was that?
In what
I mean, it's a
context?
conversation I had with somebody else.
I've said that before. So just like people are playing to win.
Yeah.
I'm not playing to win.
Oh, I see what you mean. I think that's probably a comment I made about when I used to play. It's just like if you were doing really well and you had really good strategies, people would call you like keen. You know?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you're trying so hard. It's like, oh yeah, I'm trying to win, bro.
Yeah,
You know
it's
what I
like,
mean?
what is your
Like,
point? What are you here
yeah.
for? Why have you turned up today?
Yeah, like what do you want me to do?
You're a tryhard. Yeah. What are you? A moron?
I
Yeah,
remember,
what
like,
is it?
I remember the oldest version of that, but I have to put that on pause because we do have the Byron coming in here for both teams, and Complexity looking to stop this run from Cloud9, and Skadoodle's been very dangerous so far towards that B-bomb site in that support rifle role that he's been taking up. And Flusher will spot very fast presence here. Look at that though, from Connector, Golden strikes, and they are managing this really well. Skadoodle in a dodgy spot, but he's got Flusher for support. At every single turn, Complexity, they are getting stopped here by Cloud9. Oh, that's a nice one though.
Live for a brief time. Def, can he get into... Oh, He's not going to do a 180 here, is he? Rush roll, though. Superior position. 3 plays surviving for Cloud9. A quick 6-0. Yeah. Very interesting. Obviously, it's, well, I think against a different opponent, perhaps we would say it's all eyes on complexity. But of course, with the Cloud9 changes in recent news, that isn't necessarily the case. But it's one of the earlier games here for complexity. And coming off their run at the major with unceremonious finish in the quarterfinals, I think that we eagerly await what they are capable of in this season of ECS.
Yeah, this is their first map, I believe, in the leaderboard.
I believe it is.
So see whether they can start with a W. 5 and 4. Golden throw the grenade towards the A ramp. Looks like it could be effective, not quite. And for now, complexity just sending smokes towards middle. They've actually only got 1 smoke and 2 flashes left. Flasher now has no vision. So up he goes again.
He's fine with this. Smoke from Golden. And that'll slow things down for complexity. And that's just going to be timed out really well because, again, Flush is on his position. So now he has vision again. They can make a play off of this, potentially, with a flashbang into mid, maybe. Or there's the one-way. So that will, you know, even if he doesn't use it, put the fear of God into the players who are around middle, but maybe not. Shazam walks through, finds Golden. B is the bomb site, though. Can Skadoodle hold this by himself?
Well, that's part of his job until he serves his final notice. Tannis Law will open, and that is the site taken. How expensive will this be for Cloud9? Again, Automatic can hold the angle towards Spence for the cross, but there are so many targets to find. Flusher gets his bell rung immediately, and now you do start to wonder how much they want to venture into this one. Would be a very expensive AWP loss, but Ye is already in position to take the smiles away from the likes of Cloud9. There goes Flusher, and there goes Automatic. A wipeout, only 1 player loss for complexity.
There we go. Much better for them. Still plenty of cash, though. Cloud9 could bring out the double orbs. We'll see whether Automatic fancies it. It will not be Skadoodle on the secondary orb, though, but needless to say, we won't even have to have that discussion. Just going to be the single orb. Nothing for complexity in that department. As they send 5 players towards the A side of the map. This looks like execution territory to me. Let's see if they can get it done. As they commit now, flashbangs decent from the CTs. Rush eagerly waits towards Shadow. Players in front of him, his teammates are dropping. Not the cleanest of kills, but does 1.5. It will be a 4 versus 3. Yeah, down to 10 points of health as the plant begins. Yeah, that's a great nade from Flusher. Fantastic work.
Just finding it straight away. Perhaps the call from Rush. Love to see if they can follow up on that, though. Def moving forwards, forced to by the flames. Won't work out for him. He does get some damage, but not enough. It kills, really. And the long run there from Stanislaw towards the short position. Have to see if that's going to really account for too much. He's going to have to push further forward, so through connector, because that bomb is not planted for short. And in he goes. They will not be aware of this. Now they will be, though. And indeed, the bomb was not planted at all for him. Get someone on there with the kits. That was actually a pretty tight. Just about have it.
Yeah, a bit dicey. Not all of them had kits, considering they've all got like 10k. Maybe they should.
Yeah.
But either way, it's fine. And it will be Android to open things up. But this was the 1.5 kills from Rush. That was influential. And as soon as Flush got that nade, that was it for me. He was always going to nail these shots. Shazam caught out of position there. And we get into round number 9. 7-1, MP5, Galil, and 3 AKs. Yay, with no utility whatsoever. Probably for a smoke at the start, to be fair. And they'll head towards B this time. Lots of heavy approaches towards each bomb site. Before, 5 players at A, and this time 4 players in the apartments towards B. Skadoodle has had a very strong game so far. Let's see if he can continue.
Well, that's one way to do it. Shazam left. That is shock and awe. Not the round you want when you are 1-7 down and you've only tasted success. Maybe not even tasted, just a smell, a whiff of a plate of food going past. Weren't able to even get a bite. Left of a rumbling stomach.
And it will be now Shazam left in a compromised position. Golden will be ready for him. They're going to have so many AKs, so much money. Up against a full eco. It's 8-1. he hasn't really delivered so far. It's a really easy round there for Skadoodle. Backed up by automatic. Barely had to move. Hold down mouse 1. Lean back, enjoy yourself. And it's Glocks no armor for complexity. They just beat MB at 16-5. Thought they'd be coming in hot, but still quite early days. If you bring us back to like a 10-5, it'll be okay.
Charging up the lower area with the pistols. There'll be no mercy given by the likes of Cloud9. Recently got 50 million Series B investment.
Yeah, for their new facility in this part of the world, actually. I think they're building one in Santa Monica.
Yeah.
They're building a similar sort of situation to Team Liquid here.
It's pretty solid.
It's going to have all the esports in this small part of LA. That'd be cool.
When are you moving it, Henry?
I'm trying to. I'm looking into it. I love it here.
It is amazing.
Got everything I need.
Beach. Sun.
Yeah,
Tattoo artists.
exactly.
And tacos.
I had fish tacos yesterday. Excellent. Anyway, it's up to complexity now. Still unable to bring out the AWP. Shazam will be wielding that. Very strong, aggressive AWP, but might have the chance to show us how powerful he is at this rate. Constantly on the cusp of 4 spies and AK armor. We're going to play her in towards window though. That's going to be young Rory Jackson. Skadoodle though seems aware of the prospect of him being around the corner here. Get a flash from a teammate, that'd be ideal, but he's not going to extend any further. Actually exits through the vent and decides to fall back. It's going to make a bit of noise though, so Def can use that sound cue and exploit it. And he does in emphatic style. It will be Golden going down. 5-on-4, jumps across, and now they've got a huge advantage here.
Rush will be very important. Now, I do wonder. Android's going down the ramp. Okay, that's really, really key, regardless of who wins this fight. But it will be Android. Massive frag from him, and automatics in queue. Skadoodle and Flusher remain. This is becoming quite expensive for Cloud9. Seems Complexity found a way to fight back after being reset. Everybody getting eliminated. Very importantly, Complexity survived with 4 players once again. So, if the worst is to happen once more, they will still have some money in the hole. It's a big frag from Def. Android, that was monstrous. He was ready for all the angles, all the elevations.
Right, that was a really nice round from Complexity. They won all their duels, performed immaculately in that sense, and Gon's going to miss the jump. Oh, hello. Instead of making it through, Gons. I thought he was going back out for a second. Oh, look at the speed here. Blocked by the grenade. That's not a good look there for a Stanislaw. That's a double for Def, rather for Golden. Maybe a triple.
Definitely a triple.
Definitely.
Not maybe, Dan. It's locked in now. It's happened.
Ooh, baby.
And that's going to be round. So, Shazam, he's got the AWP for the first time. His teammates have just run into the meat grinder, though, and got absolutely wrecked.
Again.
And again and again.
So not really much he can do with this one, I'm afraid, apart from try and save the AWP for a minute. Nice shot. You can see he's ready to go with the weapon. That's his first kill. Will he find anything more?
The worst has happened once more. The difficult thing is that he could really do with holding on to this for the bye next round. That's a lot to ask with this time on the clock. Cloud9 being patient, but they've probably heard his scope at this point. Nice, and now you start to wonder. He is carrying the bomb, but there are so many angles which he just can't be prepared for. Well, he will get some loss bonus for it, so he can buy another rifle, not an AWP, however.
Oh, Golden. That was pretty fantastic. Third one especially. And the fourth. And we'll see whether this buy of 3 AKs 2 CZ. So Shazam has had the AWP once now. His teammates got absolutely destroyed at their rush, and so he's found a couple of kills with it. They lose this round, it might be a 13-2 half.
Truly, madly, deeply deleted. 3 AKs and 2 CZ75s. Significantly worse spray pattern than they used to have. Recoil pattern, if you will. there you go. Numbers game towards the A site. Cloud9 playing retake.
Oh, the nade actually does less than I thought. Looked very juicy indeed, but the boost comes up. Automatic will look behind the smoke, spots a couple of them, takes down Def. The bomb will be planted, however. So you'll see the T's trying to get a little bit more assertive towards CT spawn. They need frags going in their favor. There's one, and a couple for Cloud9. It's Android now who's getting the work done. And it comes down to just Ye, who's towards Shadow up against Skadoodle. He's got the AWP, and he's no stranger to that weapon. No problem whatsoever. He'll win the round, and that's going to be 11-2. The full investment from Complexity. And he has second save loss bonus now, so we're going to be hovering around $3,000. Has to be another eco here, Dan. What are your thoughts?
Skadoodle is dangerous. Skadoodle is dangerous.
Mr. 16-0 in FPL.
Yeah. I don't know if it's something like, well, you know, you can just have fun. This is just fun now.
This is fun.
Or, you know, what it is, but he's definitely been looking good since, since the last couple weeks.
Well, this is what happened last time, right? He said, yeah, I'm leaving Cloud9. Played online for like 2 weeks. They did really well. And he's like, actually, you know what? I'm staying. I'm back.
Come back, lads.
Yeah. I hope that doesn't happen again. It's
One more
definitely
fight.
the right decision to step out, I think, at this point. And here we go. Automatic looking to get it done, but Android will beat him to the punch. They've got a real chance here now on this Deagle investment. Rush is burning alive. You have to sit in the smoke. That might cost him the round. It was definitely a fighting chance. Android close range of the AWP. He looks ready. Who will strike first? If he misses that AWP shot, which he won't, it could be problematic. But now Golden knows exactly where he is. Repositions, and it does not matter. It comes to 11-3. Android getting it done with the 4K on the B rush. So there you go.
There you go.
No, you.
Oh. Right.
Is there any money left? They're looking
Andy
quite
Royd.
modest. This is the final round of the first half. Cloud9 might give this one up, and we might have a game.
On our hands. On our paws.
Do you have pause?
Don't know. I think not.
Yeah.
Would it be a pop flash for Rush?
Yes.
We saw it in the previous game, didn't we? There was a guy in that position, and then somebody from the window
was in
for
the
a pop
Astralis
flash.
game.
It would have been, well, he probably would have been sprayed into oblivion. Or maybe not, because they probably wouldn't expect it. Because it doesn't normally happen. But it was nice, indeed it was. Astralis game, did you say?
Yeah, it was Kiabi who was under there. He got flashed in.
Okay.
And wrecked 2 of them.
It was solid.
Sassel might have found let's say, a gap, but no. Skadoodle's found him. Quick smoke there on the end of the plat to slow things down for the T side. That does allow Def to get close though, but it makes it hard to get out at the same time. Yeah, he's still harassing towards the pit position, keeping players towards that area. Golden will rotate towards A, and Skadoodle is alone against 2. If he wins this, the round is over, but he will lose it, and so now it looks very grim indeed for Cloud9 in the last round of this half.
Down goes the bomb. Creeping through the smoke. Great snap from Golden. Leaves Automatic in a 1 versus 2, but he's been heard and someone's waiting for him in that short position. It's Ye. And that will be round number 4 for Complexity in the bag, in the books.
The archives.
Well then, Golden, we spoke about the fragging. He is 20 for 9. He is far above and beyond everybody else. Some might say he's golden.
He's the golden boy.
Golden child, Eddie Murphy.
Haven't seen it.
Really?
Any good? No.
Damn. Dude, you need to see that film, bro. Bro, you're playing North American Counter-Strike. Everyone's a bro now.
Hey, bro. Flash me in, bro.
Yeah.
Well, a attack from Cloud9 here. Win this. That might seal the deal. 1 smoke going in. Served up hot from Golden. Flashes as well. And we're off. No one towards Palace. This is an Abraham focus. Up against USPs and P2000s. 1 flash will move Def out of position, but there's the first kill. Rush will open things up, taking down Ye. Stanislaw fighting back to the best of his ability, but there's just too many players. It's working out so well for Cloud9. 3 versus 2. Android's got 1 HP, now 0, and Def will have nothing to work with there. It's 12-4, and presumably a force buy from the CTs. Very simple approach. 1 smoke in, flash over, get the frag, lads. That's all you need.
Get the frag, not yet to frag.
James, get the frag Bardolph. Change it around, man. Rebrand yourself.
Can't, Henry.
Get the frag.
It's too late.
It's where it is.
You have ruined my life.
We never did tell the story. Next time we have a big break, we'll... To be fair, man, I think I made you an icon.
You probably did.
So when you get a big deal, one of these days when it gets you a load of money, you get a massive T-shirt deal or something. You can say, you know, that Henry guy's not
I
so
will
bad.
never wear a T-shirt that says yet to frag.
Hey, but everyone's got their price. What is a Valve official T-shirt on the CS:GO store?
I cannot wear that.
Oh, so we've got Henry G here who'll wear anything. So do you want to sign this contract or not? No, go.
Have a good one, Henry.
All right, cheers.
It's not in me.
Well, Mr. Valve, he's not interested. So
We know you're listening.
yeah, I know
it's
you're
not a
watching
drill.
this.
I can't. I have self-respect. I don't care about money.
Oh, I do. I love it. I will set out for anything for anyone's watching. Any T-shirt, any mouse, any beverage, anything you need.
It's all the
I'll wear
best
it,
I've ever
drink it.
tried, used, tasted,
Yeah,
worn. It's
whatever it is.
fantastic, really is.
And we go toward the 8 side. They have got
Hello.
pretty decent setup here, Cloud9. Complexity, you know, I should say. And yay,
Wow.
he's going to shut this one down. There's the first kill. He can't get the second. So many players in front of him, but they're still fighting back in a very decent fashion here.
Yeah, not looking too bad actually. 13-4 at the moment for Cloud9, looking to make it 14-4. But the flank from Stan might make things a little bit more complicated. But that said, Golden is really feeling it so far here today. And automatic, he's going to be crept upon, and no trade frag. Golden's out of position, and that's a big problem. Android now, he's going to lock off Golden. He's got an angle for the smoke. Oh, he knows he's being challenged. He can't do anything about it.
The fact he had no kid as well, that one spawn kill would have been absolutely everything. If he gets that, it's game over. But Complexity hold on. But how can they, with such little in terms of resources, they've got, what, maybe 3K and a couple of players get the drop. Some of the weapons around, distribute that wealth accordingly. It's not going to be pretty if they lose this one down. It could be all over. This could be it. UMP, Def has got an M4 presumably as well. Yes. You can see Shazam with almost no grenades. They need to win this round or it is completely over.
Now, is this telling us more about Complexity or about Cloud9? That's a question.
I think of it both. I feel like Cloud9 are very difficult to dissect right now. I don't think there's much information about how they play. I'd imagine Complexity now, especially after their performance in the major, are very good at analyzing teams and breaking them down. But let's get into it, shall we? Will be Def trying to defend towards Shadow. Does a very good job, actually. He maintains the advantage here. But still, this is absolutely possible. That flashbang doesn't even affect Def. Looked like it went off in his face. But there we go. Looks like the round is confirmed. 4 versus 1. Skadoodles will have to hold up and hope for the best here.
Down he goes.
Purple gloves and all. So the money completely smashed now for Cloud9, and a real charge back into the game is presented to Complexity. And we'll see Cloud9 going for probably just a fast one, I would imagine. Get it over with. I mean, it's just one Deagle P250, that's it. So you can't really put too much stock in such a rounds. Maybe there can be a pick here from Flusher. He is at the pit position at the moment. He's waiting out in the Molotov as Def has at them in middle. That's a quick flashbang out, so slow down the CTs. I don't know if that flush has been seen yet. He was waiting for the nade to go away. He has actually found himself a forward position. Traded out though. Looks like that'll be that, lads.
Pistols remain for Golden and Skadoodle. The money sucks. Extra damage would be great. Golden fishing for something, a headshot. Nothing doing though. Skadoodle has one to chase. But they don't realize how low that player is. Stanislaw moving away now. He's out of there. Opportunities have come and gone. What is the meaning of this? Wonders Skadoodle. He ran away, but why?
But why?
But why? But what? Skadoodle Must Die. Film coming to you soon. What was that film? It was a Jet Li film. Romeo Must Die?
Yep, that was it.
He was a gangster in that film. He was the bad guy, right?
Dude, that film came
Was
out
that,
when I
no,
was
Lethal
like
Weapon.
7 years old.
Lethal Weapon. Lethal Weapon. When he was the bad guy in Lethal Weapon, that was like, he was wrecking people. He was beating people down, man.
John dies at the end. Another good movie.
John dies at the end.
Yep.
That's the name of the movie.
Yep.
Not familiar. Who's John?
And why does he die?
You'd like the movie, Henry.
Yeah?
It's very good, yeah. It's based off a book.
Well, check it out, mate. Unfortunately, didn't really bring many media viewing devices with me to America, so I'm not really.
Don't even have a laptop.
I do, but I lost all my sites I used to watch all the things. I'm trying to work out how to watch stuff again. Like, so
There's like Amazon Video.
yeah, I need to
Netflix.
sign up to all of those. I just haven't bothered. Anyway, shall we?
iTunes.
iTunes, yeah, right. I'm not going to be using that
I don't
trash.
use iTunes.
There we go. Android will be removed, shut down, decoded.
iTunes is great.
Dude, I can't tell you one.
Podcast is on there.
Every podcast app has all the podcasts.
Yeah, my podcast is on there. It's all that matters.
If your podcast on iTunes, are on every podcast app.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, Cloud9. They've got
Anyway.
two smokes remaining at this point in the round. Less than a minute now. You can see they're regrouping in the B apartments. And I like the positioning here from Complexity. They're playing it fairly passively. It's Shazam who's operating from the window. So it is a bit difficult though, because even if he just gets one and they all get into the bomb site, that 4v4 retake is still going to be very tough. So you almost want Shazam to maybe commit a bit more, find a bit more. Maybe he will. That's a fantastic start for him. Stan's going to challenge as well. Goes down straight away, and there it is. The lock off of the bomb site. Smokes in, Molotov's out. This is going to be tough.
Oh, that shot might confirm the round. If it hasn't, that one certainly has. It's up to Def, who will be in a 4 versus 1. Not even worth going for it, to be honest. They got 3 rounds in a row, but the funds are hardly extravagant. See him with 2,500. He did get 1,400 next round, so he can drop an M4 to a teammate. It's Ye that really needs it. But 14-7. This is our final head-to-head of the day. We have one more map after this, which will be Inferno.
One more map.
Which Cloud9 have been excellent on recently. And remember, at the major, that was the Complexity calling card. They played it, what, 3 times in the group stages, and won all 3. I think that was huge names. Everyone underrated them going into it, and they left very battered and bruised.
Well, what's up now?
I felt like we had at the major like 50% of the maps were played or Inferno or something. It was crazy at one point.
Yeah, it's just the weird system we've got. Like, especially when it's best of 1 Swiss, everyone just goes to the safe maps, right?
Yeah.
Every time it's just veto. And everyone plays Inferno, and everyone loves a headshot. Automatic will deliver one swiftly towards Shazam. This is them on the double up setup, and great opening pick.
Very nice. 2 AWPs remain for Complexity now. Do they sit and wait for Cloud9 to push into a site? Or do they try and take things into their own hands? Stanislaw will be part of the latter idea. Aggressive in apartments. Automatic is biding his time there, maybe waiting for more aggression, but there isn't, not there. Stanislaw, has he been spotted? Took some damage from the Molotov, but was it just the molly? In the ladder room now, smoked off, and that will render him somewhat useless. And now he will be rendered dead. Cadaver. Cadaverous. Golden moving through the A site with the bomb. We have Ye in T-spawn, however. That could have something to say about this round.
It's basically just Ye at this point, though. His teammates are not in position, but this could make the difference. Now he's the only man left, and so 1v2 after plant. The T's are in good position for this one, and they will actually just dodge the hell out of there, which is really annoying. Very frustrating to play in Ye's position here. You feel like you have to run so far away from the bomb to get an engagement, and you can see it's going to go very well for Cloud9. They set it up, they knock it down. It's 15-7. It's map point.
Dan, who was the last guest on your podcast?
Zeus.
How long ago was it?
It was just as the major was finishing, I think.
You lost a bit of steam there, haven't you?
Yeah, it's been really, really busy after that point. I'm just going to start things up next week again.
I'll look out for it on iTunes.
Thank you.
And we'll go into what could be the last round here. Complexity, Deagles, CZs, and now missing Death. Oh, okay.
He's not done with this. Maybe he is. Android, Shazam, and Ye remain. Automatic requires help. He will create some space for himself. Is Ye willing to go through to the point of no return? The pre-fire is there. Maybe he wants to punish the reload, but look how many guns are in tow.
Oh, give it up, Ye, come on. Seriously. There we go. And it will be 16-7. Cloud9 continue to look more promising every single map. They look excellent. I'm really enjoying what they're bringing to the table. It's a nice unit overall. Sadly, it won't be the unit staying around. Obviously, Skadoodle is vacating the premises, but still, they're winning games. They're looking convincing, and still, they'll be looking for a support rifle to come into this slot, right? So whoever comes in will be designed for this role. So it still works out perfectly in that respect, and they're just going to try and mesh the team. Do you feel like they'll go for a North American player, or they're open for all options here?
It's a really good question, actually. They can definitely pull from a very, like, an international...
Well, you feel like they want to maintain the major
American
position within North America, right? If they get another European player, they have to start playing European minor, which is a lot more difficult.
That's a very good point. I didn't consider that.
Yeah.
So I would imagine North America.
Because they're going through the minor system. They went 0-3, didn't they? Oh, no, they didn't. They didn't make it to. They went like 2-3. They didn't actually get absolutely wrecked. So they'll still be in that sector. But still, if they do get the European player, that could be everything. But I guess at the end of the day, you want to get the best team possible, not to stay in a minor system or whatever.
Yeah.
Either way, here are the points, the scores, the kills. It's Golden with 25, continuing that very, very strong form. He's been an excellent fragger, and no one really lining up the scoreboard too much complexity. Surprising Shazam did, considering he only saw the AWP on him a handful of times, didn't really get the chance to bring it out too often. That is Mirage done and dusted, and I have to say, Cloud9 for me, it's a bit of a shame because I think Skadoodle's doing a fantastic job in the role he's got right now. It seems like he's kind of let a lot of pressure off himself.
Yeah, but is he happy in that role? I can't imagine he is. And
No,
I do wonder if
not.
that's part of it. Like, well, I think it's ended right.
He probably already told them he wanted to quit in general, so automatically wanted to step up and start AWPing. So it's like, what can I do until you guys get replaced, right? I feel like that would be happening instead of Skadoodle just saying, I don't want to AWP anymore. I feel like he just was. That's my interpretation.
That's what
Complete
I
speculation.
read the same way as well. Yeah.
I'll ask him next time I see him, which will be, I don't know. Well, for right now, we'll go for a break. We'll see you after that for Inferno between Complexity and Cloud9.